Welcome back, everyone. I'm the B-Wings. I'm going to be talking a little bit less today, as I am dealing with, well, I'm kind of under the weather. But anyways, where we last left off is Queen's Bath. We just finished it. We want to go to Pariki's Outlook. But that says it's locked. That's probably because I'm right here. So let's go to the Gullet. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to the Gullet. Principe group notices you walking and approaches you in the street. Uh-oh. Seraphin stops as the other pirates approach, his fist balled. The heat of anger flushes your skin, then seeps beneath the shimmering thoughts. Your shimmering thoughts.
Cap. That be Malnage, the High Queen Sea Devil of the Deadfire herself, awaiting us like a shark in hate.
Who?
Malnage, former ship hunter of the Sorcerer, taught me the trade, theoretically.
Fight against the vision. Let the visions come. Let's see what happens if I let the visions come. Aching shoulders, aching wrists, aching shoulders, aching wrists, aching ankles, bound and gagged, the filthy rag in your mouth, soaked through and briny, every breath like drowning, hanging from the bowsprit, the rise and fall of swells, the sea spraying a chill shock, Malnage shouting from the bulwark, ignoring it, she says, ignoring it, and focus your useless sack of spider shit. Reality rushes back like an approaching wave.
Captain, I've heard a mess and a half about you. Mostly good. Though I see your tasting company could use some refining.
Gestures towards Seraphim with a smirk.
Typical Malnage. Can't match my skill, so you try to spew shit.
Boy, when you're as old as me, your skill will still be naught more than the untrained fumbling of an Adheran maid to the refined workings of my mind.
That was confusing. Okay, boy, when you're as old as me, your skill will still be not more than the untrained fumblings of an endearing maid and refined workings of my mind. Nope, I don't understand that. What brings you here, Menage? So wait, fumblings of an endearing maid. Your skill is equivalent to an fumbling maid. An untrained fumbling maid compared to her refined workings of my mind. Yeah. What's bringing you here, Menage?
I've heard about your run-ins with Captains Benweth and Ferrante. Meeting the old Principe seems like. Almost makes a girl green. The envy of missing the party.
Okay.
I'm tracking a man by the name of Rimaro. Traitor to the cause.
Romaro ain't no traitor, you mind-blind sack of squid squirts.
Squid squirts! Squid squirts! Seraphim growls and fist tight. Alright, you feel the anger cool around him. Let's try to fight it this time. Nothing happened. A sharp strike against your cheek, your head hits the wood hard, wet of something rolling down the back of your scalp, pumping in your fur. Malnage stands over you, fist balled, a flash like thunder, copper in your mouth. Then an old man, eyes equal parts kindness and rage, hauling her back, shouting her down, turning to you, leaning in, the rage fleeing. The anger subsides and your vision resolves into Nekata's street.
Captain, there'll be a bounty of some 4,000 pounds on Rimaro, quick or dead. I'd be willing to cut you a tenth of that, here and now, if you give me any knowledge you might have stumbled across on your travels.
Kindly fuck off. That's the way I'm gonna go. We think Romero is here to meet someone named Udine. We heard Romero is the way to Port Malage. Kind of fuck off. Melanie blinks and Seraphim chuckles quietly. The pirate slip twists in the smirk, but she
Careful, Watcher. You don't want to go making yourself an enemy of the Principe Sen Petrena. Anyone aids our enemies shares their fate, you know? Fare thee well, Captain. See you around, Seraphim.
Alright. I don't know
Leave
what
it to
that
me.
thunder sound was. Gullets. So the gullet is where the lower class, but also some middle class mostly the lower class and shady folk live. You leave the bustle of the crowds behind, making your way along the path into the gullet. For a time, the path ascends the mountain. Even so, the cramped walls and run-down Juana buildings close in around you, obscuring the view. It's not letting me continue that way. You come to a dark passage cutting through the mountain, just wide enough to accommodate a wagon. The path here descends steadily into the rock face. After a lengthy journey from the dimly lit tunnel, you come into the gates of the gullet. The stench hits you. First, a foul mixture of rot, stale air, and bodily odors. You notice the guardsman pulling a cart heaped high with moldering food, which must account for some of the smell. Ahead, the homes of the gullet emerge as a collection of lights amid the darkness. You hear the rush of water below. A frigid breeze wafts up from the unseen depths like an exhalation.
Please, I did nothing.
You see a man being dragged behind a rickety boardwalk toward a rusty cage that swings over the abyss. He strains against the guard's grip. The guard delivers a savage backhand.
Enough! Or do you wish to consign her to the old city as well?
Warrior casts a meaningful glance at a woman standing a short distance away.
Let him go!
She screams at the guards, but she does not dare approach. The man notices her. His face lights up with shame.
Mia, I'm sorry.
Your tongue flops like a dying fish. I tire of its stink. Lower him down!
Damn. Cage looks smaller in this illustration, but the guards drag the Raporo into the metal cage. That's like the what do they call it? The unseen cast. You know, like they're just the lowest and low, and lock him inside. He shouts and rattles the bars as it's lowered over the edge of the platform. Eventually, his screams are lost in the depths. Damn.
May Tankaloa devour your souls, you cold-blooded eels.
Right. She's got an injured head, maybe? She's also floating. Okay. Alright, so, we're gonna start off and Gladiator sword, one-handed. So this looks, is this better though than the Gladiator sword, the Dustfall? It doesn't do as much damage. It's got less penetration. It's got less accuracy. But it's got plus 15 damage. I don't know if that's considered. So it's still less than, because the Dustfall still has 30%. It's got less accuracy, penetration. Grants Scrim, Corrode Blade, penetration, -1. Well, this grants Devious. So wait, hold on, let's see. Dustfall. Grants Devious. Grants additional penetration when attacking the same target as an ally. Featherlight also has higher attack speed. Okay, while this, when attack hits a target, the penetration is compared to the target's rating. Don't I want more penetration? I don't know. Scrim. Ancient technique of balancing offense and defense, enhances melee damage and deflection when wielded with the shield. Okay. So that's good with the shield, but I'm not... Defense. Okay, we're gonna look down here, the bottom left. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, so we're gonna look over here at the bottom left, or I don't know where it is for you guys. Yeah, Scrim has got +5 there. Okay, so we're gonna expect that to go down. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it goes down to 67. But that's okay, because I do think my attack should be a little bit higher. Who's got... Do I have shoes? Alright, so this one's got +1 in dexterity and resolve, resist to high afflictions, but this one grants leap, which is drawing upon the reserves and intense. Barbarians are able to leap high in the air and crash down upon their foes, dazing them. That's helpful. I I think I'm gonna keep that for a bit. Stride and survival. Nice health. I mean, that's... I don't know. Alright, so let's, one thing at a time, right? Let's see. No. Alright, now let's do the armor. So there's really nothing good there. Ring. Fortitude, reflex, and will. Okay. Yeah, so we're good there. I'm gonna go to Aloth, my wizard. I'm gonna take out my grimoire and swap it because I do think the Sea Withered grimoire is way better with the different elements. It's also gonna be probably cool just having like almost all blue stuff going on, whether it's fog or lightning, etc. Okay, now is this a saber? No, that's a rapier. Okay, well, that is that. We could probably give this person fortitude, reflex, and will. What is this? Intellect, history, and insight. Nice. Yeah, you know, I'll give it to her because I like her in my party. She's pretty cool in my opinion. And who can equip this? Oh, it's a belt? Oh. Alright, never mind. Put that back. Alright, and one other thing. Want to know who's got a mace as the preferred proficiency. Alright. Nope, not this guy. Where is it? Mace. Okay. Just to be clear, it's only that guy. Yeah, so with that, I'm therefore going to change his weapon. I'm going to take that out. Put that in there. Boom. It's just a fine weapon, so that's fine. Alright, cool. Now, some things. We got the Narrows, we got Refuse Pile, we got, yeah, other stuff going on. Lost News of Good Faith, all aboard, find Bina in the Gullet, saw Hana named Bato, lowered to the city, Shadow Sun to Bina. So we're gonna follow this one. And I need to lower my mic again. Street Urchin, do you see, do you think Overseer Hitina will come for us? You gotta go early to get the good stuff from the prize share pile. Dang. Haru, always mature on the edge of late, resting at squalls. Half-eaten food scraps litter the pile, a rancid stench rises from it. Alright, guess they're not gonna catch anything.
Traveler, have you any food?
Alright, let's start it.
You've a scrap to spare.
Guess not. There's a lot of stuff in these. Alright. Raparu. Pirate.
That Dawnstar may be able to help. What say?
Help how? Poison me? Akira, no thanks.
Sweet incense makes massive odor of the offerings, rotten fruit, and spoiled fish. Her stomach rumbles loudly. I don't know where I'm going, I'm just going in. You enter a dimly alleyway that reeks of urine and torch smoke. A long passage stretched to the left and right. Shadows move in the gutter torchlight, but they are nothing more than shapes at a distance. The chatter and bustle of the gullet continues behind you. Well, I don't know why we're going this way, so I'm just gonna get back out. We'll take care of that later.
They took him. For what?
Bataro's the second this month.
And they say the pittings aren't increasing. Do they lie to themselves or just to us? this rate, who'll be left to suffer the Mataru's ire?
Sure, this hard will rival Andra's depths. Well, we got Bina's house. Apparently, we just know it's hers. Want a child? Gotta get early to get the good stuff in the prize.
Was taking Bataro not enough for you?
Two sickly Juana infants lie swaddled on. Aww. A woman thrashes a row of. A woman thrashes a row of tunics and sarongs hanging from the rafters. Her pointed teeth are gritted in frustration, her lips set in a snarl. The cloths are spotless, yet she swings a handful of reeds again and again, grunting with each blow. Several children are huddled together, whispering and looking on the red, tearful eyes. Why can't I just do this? What?
Bataro is gone. Dead. What more do you want?
She punctuates each statement with the fierce whack of the reeds. The children flinch, looking between you and the woman. Am I interrupting something? Take a deep breath. Let's talk about this, whatever it is, calmly while I need to talk. Wait and observe. Let's be stoic for a bit. Silence stretches on for several seconds until finally she looks at you. A fraction of her anger burns off.
Forgive me. I thought you were with the guards who took him. Other casts never visit here. My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away?
How did you know the man who was lured into the old city? One of the children starts to say something, but Bina shoots him a sharp glare. She turns back to you, arms crossed, grips the reed handled.
Bataro is punished already, I say. Whatever offense he gave, do not hang it on our necks.
She begins swatting at the laundry again, though with considerably less gusto. I got insight. I know you're scared, but I'm not here to harm you.
We say the only thing that live in these depths are ghost eels. And fish eaten by ghost eels. Which are you?
She turns away from you, striking the sarong harder and harder. Well,
the traders say they bring riches in their big ships.
Traders say they bring riches in their big ships. Fabric pops and snaps beneath. Her fury sweat is flying, spattering the clean sarong.
But what reaches the gullet? Only crime and sickness, I say.
She pauses, taking another couple of swings at the sarong. Listen. That's the way of the world. What does this have to do with Jesus? I'm just gonna listen.
The Rawatayans promise marvels, strong walls, and plenty for all.
She moves on to the next tunic, thrashing it with even greater fury.
Akira, still my back aches from building their fort, and still I live here. And Bataro said we would finally leave.
Wait.
Outsiders cover our islands with walls and gates. Many Huana come to Nekataka, but even here, the outsiders crowd us. In the villages, the chieftains know even the Roparu. Here, even neighbors are strangers. That is Deadfire now.
A big metropolis. Roparu. So, like I was saying, the lowest class of the Huana society, they're designated as unskilled laborers and starve in times of scarcity. Status is functional of survival, is often unforgiving Deadfire, and not a moral judgment.
I only want to be free of this place. That is how the trouble started. I heard a Rawatayan captain took up at the tavern. Suduzo, they call her.
Suduzo?
They say she is a traitor, so I thought maybe she will take passengers. Bataro went and found her in the tavern.
His eyes go hard and dark. Her eyes go hard and dark.
Next I see him, the guards are dragging him to the cage.
Barely. She bares her teeth at the memory. Maybe I can talk to Suduzo. Can you take a different ship? Suduzo will listen to me, and she'll taste the edge of my blade. So both these aggressive and passionate, which I'm not supposed to be, given I am a gold paladin. That's unfortunate. Can you take a different ship? She shakes her head.
Many ships leave from Queen's Birth, but the Valiants take slaves.
Lowers her voice and glances furtively at
They
the
say
ground.
the Principe smuggled goods in the caverns below, but I cannot trust such people. But the Rawatayans have mighty cannons, and a big homeland they abandoned for ours.
Perhaps there is more
room for us there.
Sorry. So the Rawatayans have mighty cannons, a big homeland they've been in for ours. Yeah, maybe we can talk to Suduzo. She looks at you with some critical eyes. She's been giving her laundry, wriggling and tugging the reeds.
The Rawatayans live on our shores, but spit at our backs. They listen only to the Queen. But maybe it goes different for you.
She looks around, taking in the hanging clothes, the huddled children, the split your walls of the shack around them.
Taro took some coin. Everything he scraped together working on the docks, when he went to bargain with the captain. I would offer it to you, but it is probably in the old city with Bataro. Or in someone else's pocket.
Alright. Tell me about this old city. You could look for Bataro.
I could never ask someone to go down to the old city, but since you offer...
Wait, didn't I just say you could? Not I? She trails off, working the reeds between her hands.
It is a big and dangerous place. But perhaps he hid himself.
Stares herself with a shake of her head.
Please, help him if you can. Or bring me news if you cannot.
Tell me about this Ratatouille captain.
Seduzo.
Is holding the reeds so tightly she naps.
They say she is a traitor, so I thought maybe she will take passengers. But she threw Bataro out.
She looks down at the broken reeds in her hands.
Always Bataro was careful with his words, especially as a Raparu. But a Raparu in Nekataka gives offense just by breathing the air of his betters.
So it almost does seem like a moral judgment. How many of you need passage to Ratatouille?
We are 6. 3 children, 2 babes, and me.
Does history! Does no one else from the cast look after them?
Akira. It was so in the village, where Bataro and me came from. But here, we are all strangers. No one looks in on the sick or cares for the children. We are 6. 3 children.
Are they all yours?
Such a strange question.
It is. It's
a
kind of
Raparu
nosy.
child is the child of all Raparu. At least that is the way in the village where Bataro and me came from. But here, we are all strangers. No one looks in on the sick or cares for the children.
Tell me about the stash of stash of coin Bataro had. Where increases her face, she seizes you up with a quick
I tell you, I do not know where it is, and I am sure it would be little to someone like you. After what happened, Bataro would sooner have thrown it into the waters than given it to the Mataru or the Rauataians.
Mataru are the highest class. Warriors and priests, tribal chieftains traditionally rise from the warrior ranks. Mataru shoulder the responsibility of governing the other castes and determining the practical and spiritual needs of the tribe.
If it is anywhere, it is surely with his body.
Oh boy. Alright, so. Part of me actually wants you to go straight down to, Old City. But, we'll probably go to the hall. Anyways, yeah, let's do that right now. Let's make our way. We did level up, so we'll have to take care of that in a second. What the hell is this? Beneath the dirt and mildew, these carvings look finely detailed and very old. Raparu, pirate, Raparu, Valiant. What's Valiant doing there? Raparu, they are wanting for a taste of real culture, you know? Okay, it's kind of cringe. I feel like he's there for the wrong reasons. Or she. Either way. Reminds me of some cringe-worthy people I met. Overseers when I was in China. They came from Europe, specifically. I won't say what country, but man, they were cringe. They were like, yo, no, this is... They're just super... They were being very racist while they were talking about, like, their, how they came there just for the sexual fun. It's cringe. Alright. Wait, there we go. I thought I was supposed to level up. What's going on here? Oh, she leveled up. Okay. So, I'm gonna increase my alchemy with her. Keep on doing that. Religion. Keep me going up with that. Alright. So, powerful kick that knocks the target back a significant distance and prones them, force to anguish. Now we're going to do that. Powerful kick that knocks the target back a significant distance. Efficient anguish. Reduces the wound cost to activate. Sounds good. Alright. Oh, because she's half priest, half whatever. Alright. Equip shields deflect bonuses are increased. Grants equal, no. Increases character reflexive defense, fortitude defense, gain concentration at start, will defense. Nagging doubt in the face of unbreakable faith consumes enemies in the area of effect, lowering their melee accuracy and downgrading the critical hits to hits. That's pretty good. Marks target for retribution, inflicting burn damage and lowering the deflection. creates a long-lasting circle of healing, regenerating ally health. Of course, that is always what a healer needs to do. Heal. Pirate, Valiant, pirate. Alright, second. Okay, I had a phone call I had to
How
get.
did you hear that? About the boss?
With my own ears. Dario said there's treasures in that pit.
Shh! Have you lost your wits?
I'm where you're walking. Irina, Valiant, pirate, pirate. Thug, pirate. Harami, pirate. Alright, let's talk to this chick. Orlin, covered toe to ear with sable fur, leans against the bar, counting change. She gives you a wide, easy smile when she notices your approach, then slips the coins into her pocket with a wink.
Hey, fresh face. Welcome to the hole. Just got 2 rules, yeah? Keep your hands to yourself, and don't fall in. Need something?
What's the story of this place?
The hole's been here so long as there's been a gullet. Though it ain't always been mine. What's a neighborhood without a place to get pissed drunk and lose your pants?
How'd you end up here?
Well, it's a bit of a story. See, I was born here. Right here, fresh face. Right on this counter. And I'll die here too, God's willing. Of course.
She spreads her furred hands wide, inviting you to continue. I like
What you need?
You know of any sailors looking for work? Any crew? Any provisions? Got any regulars looking for a little adventure?
You'll find all kinds in the...
Alright, so... crew members... I forgot what I have on deck. Got a brawler, I don't know what that is. A rogue. Bad rogue, mind you. Yeah, hold on. So... you're a cipher, you're a monk priest, you're a chanter wizard. So we got range, and buffer. We got a healer. We got 2 healers in a sense, right? 2 half healers, if you will. We got a, like, DPS meleeer. We got a... now I got it. Yeah, this one's gonna be DPS. And then a wizard. Yeah, it is fine. Alright, streetwise, sleight of hand, stealth. Nice. Alright, let's Sudozu! Run to an elementalist. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Alright, this Rotunin sits ramrod straight. On the table near her are half an empty liquor bottle and small porcelain cup. Both smell of anise. She looks like she's trying to blend in, but her unusual stillness, her bright, spotless attire, make her stand out like a reef fish against the rocks. Her eyes find you.
I am here, Seduzo Nui.
Do we expect today a local merchant?
Interesting. Deadfire Archipelago. She keeps her eyes on you even as she speaks to the soldier. There's only a brief pause.
We do not, Seduzo Nui.
Captain shifts uncomfortably. What's Nui mean? That to a word mean big, often after a person's name to indicate respect or admiration.
Then state your business quickly. I want to avoid another surprise.
She glances around quickly as if she expects someone to jump out from another corner of the tavern. You cross paths with a man named Bataro. What's your business in Nakataka?
Nearly done, I hope. I sold a consignment of iron and cultural coral, and will return to Rauatai with vorals, merkberries, and Andra stars.
She lifts her chair, tugging our constituent clean and bright clothes.
Are you writing that down?
She raises an eyebrow, stiff frown.
Nay, miss. We're merely moved to a momentary bout of verse by the beauty on display before me.
Clears his throat, secrets a scrap of paper into the pouch. She flicks the Shoti flicks her sickle back and forth, agitated. Let's hear it, Sapfin. Here we go.
Anyway, that's what brought me here.
I thought Radtoons operate out of the Brass Citadel. History. You seem nervous. Does the Royal Deadfire Company know you're trading here? Streetwise, odd that you take your business to the slums unless you're trading illegally. Man, that's direct, though. I thought Radtoons Out of the breast.
Most
Let's
do.
go with that. She avoids meeting your gaze. Her mouth is pressed into a hard frown.
What is your business with me?
What's your business in
Nearly
Nagataka?
done,
You seem nervous. She sets her glass down and loud.
The Royal Deadfire Company would frown on business in this district. But there's no harm if they don't know.
She laughs nervously.
What is your business with me? Nearly done.
Odd that you'd take your business to the slums. She sets her glass down.
What is your business
Same
with
response.
me?
Alright, did you cross paths with a man named
The
Otoro?
one who threatened me.
Ooh.
I shall not soon forget him.
Raises her cup to another sip, scowls in the liquor.
You who wanna learn too many pretty words from the Valians. None can trust what you say.
What exactly happened? Alright, if you do business here, perhaps you should learn the
In
culture.
a few years, these people will all learn our ways and pay homage to the Ranga Nui.
Title for the ruler of the Ratatouille Empire derived from Ranga, Hawaiian term for chieftain.
But you asked about... what was his name? Bataro? This fellow wanted passage on my ship. As if I were the village ferryman.
She tosses back the rest of her drink a
I
little too
told him
quickly.
there was none to be had. Certainly not at his price.
What then? She refills her cup and sets the bottle down hard. You notice, again, her hands are shaking.
He
Perception.
told me he had coin. Lots of it. I did not believe him. How could a man who lives in a garbage heap have enough money for passage?
So you assumed the worst and threw him to the wolves?
No, you presumptuous Adiran. I assumed nothing until
Here's
I
one.
saw the swollenette.
Very presumptuous. Swollenette? What the hell is
A
that?
marked coin. A token of allegiance. The Principe carry them. I knew then that I was dealing with a pirate. I had heard they were influential in the Gullet, but I did not realize how much so.
She scowls and shudders.
I called for the guards, and they dragged him away. That was the last I saw of him.
Bina and the children still need passage out of the
Nothing
city.
I can do. The passenger quarters have been reserved by a dwarf named Orin.
Ah, sneeze.
Why do you bring this to me?
Don't you feel bad about what happened to Pataro? Setsu Nui, they have little here. Think of how they could benefit from Ratatouille culture. I won't tell the Royal Deadfire Company about your dealings here if you can take Bina and the children. Gullet is rough. Have pity. You're a merchant. No? I'll pay you to take them. Alright, alright, let's see if guilt will work, because she's nervous.
That must be the first time I've ever heard civil speech in the Gullet.
She nods at you with the use of respect.
Very well. I could take 3 more in the hold, and no more. Orin and his crew have reserved the berths.
Children are small. Surely you can take more.
I will already have to abandon crates of cargo to make room for these 3. Plus, the food and water they require. Send them to me. The sooner we leave, the better.
Alright, I want you to find enough room for Bina and the children.
And I told you there is none. The 3 I agreed to take will barely fit in the hold as it is.
And staring around there. Tell me
He
about
and
Orin.
his people are gold-packed knights.
Yeah!
Orin is...
She looks at her crew and they nod in agreement. Yeah, so the ordinary these are the gold pack knights, that's
Perhaps
fine.
that is good. He just finished a contract to guard the Valian Luminous Mill. I hear animancers are also particular. He's upstairs. Just do not interrupt him if he's arranging things.
She and her crews exchange quick glances. Farewell. Thug. Mind where you walking. Vithric. What the hell? That's a dude from Tasty Mind Sacks. This is the guy from the White March DLC, which I have on my channel, so check it out. I have to scroll down for it. Shoplifting. Sure it. Tries to balance his tail and nearly falls over. Imp spray walls to make feel like home. Bartender not complain. Oh jeez. Pirate. Why the hell is this pirate dealing with these imps? Who buy imp round? You?
Never smelled meat like that before. All half-rotten and briny?
Onyx the pig.
Why do you bother me, little kid?
Whoa. Hey, it's not little. I'm not little. You enjoy working here?
You're all little to me.
She squints her broad, slapping brow, working in consternation.
Little and squishy.
You enjoy working here?
No.
She hawks a fat glob of spit. lands beside the food. She's preparing
The
splatters.
gullet reeks of illness.
Ugh.
The beds are too small. An imp tried to nest in my hair. And Firna,
I
the
didn't see
tavern
that.
keeper, refuses to give me more than 1 day off a month. How am I supposed to hunt when I am chained to this stove?
I don't know if you guys can see this hair, but it's definitely noticeable. I mean, I can believe it. If an imp was trying to nest in your hair. Okay.
Maybe I'll
I could-
become a pirate. Get myself a bird and an eye patch.
You could join my crew.
How do you mean?
Narrows her eyes, regards you with their newest interest. We need a cook. I admire you for your work. You know, like on a boat.
I'm not daft, condescending little mite. Tell me why, and in what capacity, I should join your crew.
She grunts, hefting her tenderizer high. She slams it down in the dubious-looking piece of meat. It makes a wet splop sound. You'd use a pair of sure hands on the rigging. Cannons are plenty, but not enough hands to man them. Crew hunts a god. They need someone to feed them. I don't know how good her feeding or her cooking is. Let's try sure hands on the rigging.
It's been too long since I felt the wind on my face. I'd take the dead fish smell of a ship in port over the stink of the gullet any day.
So, will you join my crew?
I don't work for free.
Will satisfy you? 450 copper. The fuck? Alright. She examines her corners for a moment, then it took her tiny in her giant hand, almost like a child's plaything. She shrugs.
Yeah, this will do.
She pats her meat table
For now.
thoughtfully and gives you a small nod. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. What's this guy leaves? I should be able to meats of unidentified origin are strewn across the tar leaf, flinter, and grinder. Fire kelp and other foods. Alright, let's leave the scene. Oops, did I grab anything there? I didn't mean to.
Sarah.
Alright, we got everything from the Pirate Bay we need. Alright, here we go. So now, do I have blood on me still? I mean, that's kind of cool, but it's also like, dude, athletics. Diplomacy. And bathe yourself in holy light, blinding enemies in an immediate area. That would be good. Eternal devotion. Increase the paladin's maximum zeal. That might be helpful. Alright. So, let's look at the attack, right? That's what we're doing right now in this episode. Call upon the paladin's inner fire, causing the equip. So this is Flames of Devotion, right? Burst into fire as a strike, adding burn damage to the attack. However, I can do this one, Eternal Devotion. After the use, paladin's attack temporarily receive bonus burn damage. Or, Shared Flames. Nearby allies receive a smaller version of the flame effect. It's only good if there's more enemies that take and aren't immune to fire damage, right? So I don't think it's that great. So when I do fire damage, I do more fire damage. Otherwise, eh. Alright, Arcadia and History, Metaphysics, actually. Let's do Metaphysics. Abs of Steel, Iron Skin, I mean, Swordian and Grimoire. Alright. While casting targeted area of effect spells, gain the ability to increase or decrease the area of the cost of benefit at a lower power level. Use Zim controls while targeting a spell to shape it. Ooh, interesting. Heart of the Swarm, gain increased penetration with electricity attacks. Gain it increased penetration with fire attacks. Penetration with frost and water attacks, and acid and decay attacks. So, right now, I'd say Frost and Water, because my Grimoire is all about that, so we're going to do that as one. Gives the caster access to one free spell from the target's wizard spell list, allowing them to cast a spell at 3rd level or lower that is not currently in Grimoire an ultimate number of times. An unlimited number of times. That should be helpful. Now, there was this dude, Orenso or whatever, that I'm supposed to talk to, and I'm not. I somehow missed how that's important. Oran. Alright, so. Alright, so. But who is Oran? Oran and his company of Gold Pack Knights has booked all of the berths on the captain's ship. Which is why I'm going to talk to him. Okay, so Oran's. That's all Oran is. I ran his passage. Alright, so. I gotta talk to Orlan. Hungry and tired, tired and hungry, always. That sucks. Gonna craft my ass off soon. Whatever that means. What the hell? What the fuck is that?
I don't be supposing we get easy breezy, wet and sleazy.
Alright. We got a Taza shell. These small egg-shaped shells are harvested from the common Atsa seashells, naturally smooth and shiny. They come in rare common and a common currency in Hawaii. I like how in this game you have all these different coinage. It's not. It's cool because it's like that's how things were even in America back in the day, which is hard to believe now. Pirate. Gold pack fighter. We got the silver loose, which is the common Valian coin. Don't know why nobody was angry at me for grabbing this stuff. All right. A dwarf sits near before a generous, curious spread. Seamed muscles arranged in a concentric circles, round of flat bread stacked in neat tower, and melon sliced in even triangles. Yet his attention is focused on the 4 cups, bottle in front of him. He has the cups organized in almost perfect square around the bottle, but as you look on, he leans down to just one. The others with him sat quietly and observed the ritual. Wait. Seems like something I'd do. Holding his breath, he takes the bottle and measures an equal serving of wine in the cups, making 3 or 4 passes over each. His companions look on with patience practice. Practice patience. At last the bottle is empty. He places it next to the center of the square. He picks it up and puts it down in the same spot twice before he is satisfied. Sounds like he's got OCD.
I don't see what Seduza was fussing about. Nothing wrong with being tidy.
Although Aldoth leans close to you, then turns back.
Cheers.
They all take their cups, drink deeply. At last,
what do you require?
What brought you to the Deadfire? I hear you brought passage to Captain Lynch. Let's talk first. What brought you to the Deadfire? Small talk.
We had a contract with the Valian Trading Company to defend one of their most valuable properties.
He glows with pride.
If you're looking for work, I hardly recommend them. They pay well, and they pay on time.
Heartily, not hardly. He raises his cup, and his companions do likewise. Seraphim leans near you, grinning.
Consistency in the shipping lanes. Good for types mercantile, but better for types piratical.
Did you say something?
Just admiring your spread, my lad. Nothing better after a meal than a ripe pair of melons.
I hear you. Oh, that's hysterical. I hear you brought passage on Captain Suduza's ship.
Indeed. The good captain has 4 adequate berths, all equally sized, all facing the same direction. And she's promised to leave promptly. A most agreeable arrangement.
Okay. Well, what would it take you for you to siege your spots?
Out of the question. We're due in Takoa for another contract, and the client has already paid the advance.
Sips his cup, immediately runs a folded handkerchief.
And we have already paid Seduzo. I couldn't possibly take back the same coins I have already spent.
Shivers with dread. I'll make you an offer for the berths on Seduzo's ship.
A gold-packed knight is bound by his contract, and ours binds us to make all possible haste to Takoa.
He squirms and sets his cup down in the exact middle of the water stain, lining the base.
Booking passage on another ship on such short notice would be most expensive.
I'm also go back night and bound to help a woman and her children.
That doesn't release me from my obligation. I must reach Rauatai with all possible haste.
If I don't fulfill my contract, it makes all... Okay, so this isn't about your contract. This is about you having things your way. If I don't fulfill my contract, it'll make Goldpack Knights look bad. Let's see how that works. He groans, looks at the other paladins. They conduct a brief, silent exchange of nods, shrugs, raised eyebrows. At last he sighs.
I still must make other arrangements, but I could afford a small loss, given our mutual affiliation. But I still require some consideration from you.
Alright, this seems fair. 800.
I do hope you demanded a reasonable fee. It wouldn't do to tarnish our reputation here.
Or she's down the last thing.
When next we see each other, I'll expect a boon from you. No questions asked. Until then.
What do you mean by a boon from me? I mean, a boon is like a buff, right? Boon. Think that is helpful or beneficial. Favor, yeah, so... What happens if I go out this way? Alright. So... Still don't know what's in here. This is interesting. Anything upstairs? Oh, you guys got Skaven or something? Skaven? Yes.
What is your business with me?
I won't be traveling with you anymore. As you suspiciously, his shoulders with
That's convenient for you. But never mind. If there's trouble, I'm staying out of it. The berths are paid for. You can send your friends as long as you promise not to make trouble for me.
She glances from side to side, checking to make sure no one's
Just do
listening.
it soon. I don't want any mess you've made to spill onto my decks.
Looks like your crew makes it twirling much with their fingers. Alright, let's go to the gullet and keep on exploring, right? Oh. Uh-oh. Man saunters over to you with a jagged smile. He's got a long, crooked scar on his forearm. He's rolled his sleeves up to flaunt it.
You must be new. Lucky for you, we have a special rate for newcomers. A bag of coppers in exchange for your life.
He brandishes a knife. One of his companions grins widely enough to show you all his teeth missing. But the way they're all gathered around you, leaving their own backs exposed, tells you they haven't been here long either. Streetwise. Crack your knuckles, this will be fun. Ah, damn it. Aggressive, I can't be aggressive. How convenient. You just walked onto my trap. Shady. You're newer than I am, which means you're poaching at someone else's territory. Rational.
Told you.
Ha! One of the other punches the leader's shoulder. Thugs look at it from another exchange of
It seems we've made a mistake. Forgive and forget, no?
Backing away. And her out to spear back into the crab. That wasn't that exciting, but I hope I got enough experience out of that. No experience. Damn it. Not a fan when they do that. I mean, I get it, because they have all these different mechanics going on and stuff that's gonna be overlooked eventually.
My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away?
You know, Boreto was working for criminals. I spoke with Captain Soon about the passage thing. Okay.
Of course not. He worked on the docks. I'm sure of it.
Her face flushes with shock as you
The
say.
Overseer looks for a reason to toss us below too. Such talk will bring him to our doorstep.
Shudders. I spoke with Captain Seduso about the passage
What
to
say, then?
This is with cautious hope. Children look on with wide, round eyes. She agreed to take you off. She is momentarily speechless. Her eyes fill with tears. She drops the reed as she brushes them away.
Our watcher sure is something else, ain't he? Darnation, you're gonna make me cry myself.
May Amira's winds ever blow sweet for you. We will pray always for you in this life and in each to come.
She picks up the two infants and hurries the others out the door. minor positive reputation on the Gullet. One of the most important important deities of the tradition of Huana, Paetheon. Amura is the bird goddess who hatched the world from an egg. The Huana often worship her as Hyla. Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like Hyla. It's the most important god of the Paetheon, huh? I wouldn't have expected that. Alright. Stealth is helpful. Sleight of hand is really good. Mechanics is also helpful. Let's do mechanics now. Buff. Survival. Metaphysics. Why would he be? Insight. Let's do insight. Tumbling gain additional defense against disengagement attacks. Cypher has an increased maximum starting focus. Invoking a retaliatory strike. Yeah, retaliatory strike. Stunning an enemy whenever they target the Cypher will with defense. Root or backlash. The Cypher's backlash becomes especially traumatic, inflicting additional raw damage to the target. Sounds awesome. I'm gonna do that one. And it bails the target with the Lance of Pure Force, inflicting major pierce damage to the line of attack, interrupting enemy actions. Oof, sounds really good. And we got this guy. Chanter, right? Streetwise? Yeah, he'll be my Streetwise dude. Alright. Sleight of hand. There we go. Okay. I am not too familiar with Chanter, so we'll see what, So, these are the passive abilities. Paralyze enemies in an area of effect. Offensive incantation, 3 phases. Upgrade. Oh man, there's a lot going on here. Okay. So, at the sound of his voice, the killers froze stiff. Paralyzed enemies in an area of effect. And their fear followed them into the foothills. Upgrade. At the sound of his voice, the killers froze stiff. Paralyzed enemies in an area of effect. When the paralyzed enemy ends, the foes become frightened. Sounds very helpful. The next one is this one. Offensive invocation. Creates a thunderous explosion that stuns and shoves enemies into an area of effect. Its crash could not be denied. Gains an accuracy bonus. Yeah. Increases shock air armor rating for all allies in area of effect. Calls beyond the shroud and summons a phantom to fight for your party. Interesting. Drains electrostatic energy from the environment to create 3 bolts of lightning, causing shock damage to any in their path. Summons the 3 skeletons to fight for your party? What? Revives allies in the area of effect with a small amount of health? Interesting. Summons 2 fearsome ogres to fight for your party duration? Alright. Gonna have ogres on our side soon. Alright. So we just saved the world. We're not famous in a bad way.
You've caught the eye of someone important.
Osric, you've caught the eye of someone important. Cloak figure slides up to you, hidden behind a raspy whisper and a long drooping hood.
If you're interested in making good pay and a good friend, head to the narrows at the western end of the gullet. Once you reach the alleys, go right and right again as soon as you can. Then, follow the bend to the left. The bullies guarding the door have a weakness for chewing Svev. You can follow their trail.
Her teeth flash under
Tell them Dario sent for you. And remember your manners.
Huh. Alright, well that's on the west side. So, instead of going down here, I'm gonna go up here first. So let's go this way.
Be careful. The gullet is no place for outsiders.
Overseer Hitinga. A guard folds his arms, watching the activity in the walkway with slitted eyes. A coral-piercing jet from his lower lip. He notices you with a sharp nod. Why was that man sent down? Where does his lip go?
To the old city, Ikira. A god's cursed ruin filled with walking corpses and abominations of the deep. And the remains of lawbreakers and troublemakers. The gullet is no place to wander. Watch yourself for rowdies and pirates.
Why was the man sent below?
Taro? He associated with foreign criminals.
He spits the gob saliva is just one more splotch on the withered, mottled boards.
I cannot be certain about Biha, so I let her go. But I will be watching her. These wicked sorts overrun the gullet and corrupt the Raparu. Our justice must be swift and firm.
Where's Bia now?
Hers is the first house you come to. Just there. You will probably find her there.
I want to access the lift to those.
Are you mad or merely lost? That place is a punishment for the lowest sort.
He waves a hand towards the exit.
Go and explore someplace with pleasant views and fresh air. The harbor, or Periki's Overlook.
Nekataka has a rich history. Some of it lies buried. I must see it for myself. He shakes his head.
Your neck, Kira.
He whistles, and the guard standing by the lift looks over at him.
We will leave the lift down there for half a day. That should be enough time to come back to your senses. After that, you are on your own. The guard will let you pass. Though I urge you to reconsider.
Farewell.
Consider it done.
What is this wheel? Wheel grounds with cage's weight. It's slick with protective oil. Repair supplies. Got all the repair supplies I can use. So east exit. I think this is gonna take me to Brass Citadel if she goes upstairs. Okay. But now it's time to go down this way. We do need to find that guy though.
I say Bia did right leaving the gullet. She went and did what she needed.
I'll miss Bia and her ilk. It's too quiet without them. May they go find fortune.
You know he's home? Anyway, the elderly Raparu man squints in your direction, blinking profusely. He hobbles closer, bare feet slapping the splintered floorboards of his abode.
What say you, boy?
He peers slightly into your face, blinking faster all the while. The man's arms are thin as sticks. That what teeth he has are yellowed or black with years of malnourishment. Can you see me? How do you know who I am?
I can hear you breathing, boy. I hear much and many things. Like the footsteps of a god on the horizon. I also hear the Raparu's heartbeat, grown thready and pained. Now a watcher comes to the gullet, as Amira has shown me you would.
Interesting. If you say the god sent me, you're wrong. That is, this place is a bit like an open wound. When it couldn't hurt to clean it up. What's causing Raparu such pain? Shrug. I'm just gonna shrug. Be stoic.
Boy, I can still hear you breathing.
His dark eyes wander before landing at last on your face.
Since you neither speak nor slip away, perhaps you will listen. The Raparu are being crushed from the top. We starve so slowly. It is an agony.
No one deserves to suffer. Not like this.
Seraphin's eyes close as he nods along. Old man shrugs.
This is the Juana way. The fish of our nets are drawn for the tribe. The fruit of our fields, too, is reaped for the tribe. And the coin of our pockets belongs not to one, but to all.
It is interesting that, like, societies at their formation are always socialistic, and everything is shared, including responsibility of upbringing the most, taking care of the most feeble, kids, infants, and elderly, or the sick, and the maimed or injured, and yet, as it gets bigger and bigger, eventually it goes in the opposite direction. It's like, no, you can't even be, you are strangers with your neighbor.
All spoils are gifted to the whole of the tribe. The tribe then partakes from the top down, from the most deserving to the least.
Okay, yes, I know. Why are the Reparo the least deserving and the last to partake of the tribe's spoils? I'll say yes, I know. You see.
Of course.
The smile is showing discolored teeth.
Dawn stars would feed us, but the guards forbid them to pervert the order of sharing. There was a man who helped us. A soft-hearted pirate named Ulug. He worked with the Principe captain. Mad Morena, they call her. To bring us food from the black market. But for days now, we've had nothing.
See nothing? He rolls his eyes skyward. Side whistles beneath his teeth.
Ulug was never late with his shipments. Always very conscientious. A good boy. For him to disappear for several days without word... He must be dead. The Queen refuses to increase our share of the prize share. Without Ulug's shipments, we will surely starve. I am asking you, what else can we do?
Prize share, Huana term referring to distribution of wealth. And you need an advocate. I'll speak to the royals of the Serpent Crown on your behalf. The Dawn Stars sought to help you before. We must use them. I can reestablish the smuggling operation through the black market. Tell me how to get to Delver's Row. I'll consider helping you. You need an advocate. I'll speak on behalf to the Serpent Crown on your behalf.
Perhaps you can achieve what those of my caste cannot. Gain us favor with the crown, and always we Raparu will be indebted to you.
How else can we resolve the food shortage?
If we cannot convince the Mataru nor the Principe, I believe the Dawn Stars may help us. Peatly is a child of the Dawn Stars, and has become the Gullet's most cherished healer. I believe she would willingly hear your request for charity.
Peatly?
Speak, and I will listen.
I'm looking for a place called Delver's Row.
You mean the black market that lies nestled in the depths of the Narrows?
Okay.
Them pox-riddled arbor hogs would be better served taking towels to the sea, for all the drying they'd give it.
Old man nods.
I do not know how to get there, but someone at the tavern might. I've lived for many years in this gullet. My skin and bones have withered with each year, twisted harder, so that the Raparu now call me Taki Takiri.
Taki Takiri. Juana for big person, but he is a role within the Harlem tribe for the purpose of resolving civil disputes, rather than taking on the duties of leadership as a chieftain would. The Takiri offers wisdom and guidance to the tribe, acting as an advisor negotiating in times of need.
Though you can see, I am not very big or much sturdy.
That's cool.
If a dispute arises within the gullet, I will see it resolved. That I can promise you.
Tell me about the gullet. What's the history of this place?
Both time and tragedy have rotted the gullet into a place of filth and crowdedness. Once, we Raparu lived in a fine neck of the city. That time has fallen.
That's amazing
with
acting.
It, the ruins of our old city under Neketaka.
So good. Like, whoever's doing this acting is...
Long before the foreigners swarmed us, a sea quake rumbled our city, and the mountain cratered down. Many cried to Andra, and were swallowed for their efforts.
His dead eye flicks wide, side to side.
Now the Mataru send us into the ruins of the old city to be punished. Within that pit lies darkness and death. Not silence, but an end.
That is awesome. I do want to steal from him. I do want to steal from him. I must control myself. Oh god. Alright, one quick second. Alright, I'm back. So I just noticed these this awesome, I don't know, detail going on here in this map. And I'm gonna look around and see if I can spot any more interesting stuff that was, like, look at that. That's awesome. You can see someone's bed there. Artists are on another level in this game. And other RPGs, to be honest. Completely unnecessary little part of the map, right? Doesn't do anything, but yet it's there. It's cool. Alright, we're gonna go with Delilah's house. See what's good there. Boom. Nobody here to talk to. That means I can steal stuff. Alright. Forsaken cat. Alright. Patil. Woman bends over a pile of dry, bitter-smelling herbs. Bitter-smelling herbs, that makes more sense. She's crushing and mashing them on a dirty scrap of parchment, coughing with effort. She steps in front of you to block your way, wiping a ragged sleeve across her rheumy, bloodshot eyes. As she does, her hood slips and you glimpse 3 faded stars on her forehead, the emblem of the children of Dawn Stars.
Wheatley? Good God, I nearly didn't recognize you. You look more death warmed over than Dawnstar.
Didn't see you there, Shody. Listen, you and your friends should move along. I'm not feeling so good, and I'd hate to get you sick.
Are you ill? Use perception check. 13, you hear muffled hacking and unsteady rhythm of labored, wheezing breath coming from the back of the room.
Nothing a little ginger root and some bed rest won't cure. Please, let me be.
She takes another step, blocking your view of the room beyond. Herbs on the table give off an odor that scratches your throat. Leave out of my way! Perhaps there's something I can do to help. I hear some people coughing in the back. She shakes her head and sighs.
It's hard to keep them quiet.
As you can hear, she lets loose another fitting of cough, loud enough this time to echo in the small dwelling. She finishes and wipes a fleck of blood from her mouth.
There's some sick Raparu in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Not much I can do for them now besides keep them comfortable.
She looks at a crimson speck on her wrist.
And hidden.
Oh boy, she's coughing up blood.
Is that wise? Keeping a room full of sick people in the most crowded district in the city?
She glances around as if he can see noxious vapors in there.
It's better than leaving them to wander the district. I can give them a dignified death, if nothing else.
Oof. I was told you may be able to help me with the food shortage in Gullet. Why are you hiding sick people to begin with?
Because they've got drowner's lung.
Oh, sounds like bronchitis.
Spreads like gossip and kills even faster.
Bronchitis. What's drowner's lung?
A gift from the Valians.
Scowls down in the room.
Fills your lungs with fluid.
Mm-hmm.
Gets you coughing all the time, trying to clear them.
Mm-hmm.
One of my patients coughed so hard, she broke a rib.
Uh-huh. I mean, that's never happened to me, but... Yep.
Eventually, it gets so bad, you can't hack it out. You just lie there, struggling for breath, until you choke on your own phlegm. I hear it's a long, hard end.
She trails off for a moment, just in looking at her water.
I heard some Raparu had gotten sick, so I brought them here to care for them. City healers don't come down here.
He frowns and gives her nose a vicious swipe. That sucks.
Realized what it was when I heard the rattle in their chests, the way they gasped for air.
She wipes the back of her hand on her leg and
Only
shudders.
cure is an elixir made with pine seed oil.
How is she doing that with
costs
her
a
voice?
lot, though not nearly as much as an epidemic.
Like, when she said cure, it actually, like, faded out, like, cut out, like you do when you're sick. That's really cool.
Still, if news of this outbreak gets out, these poor souls will get tossed into the old city. No one with any money in Nekataka spends it on the Raparu.
So, this guy, because I'm a gold pack knight. I should have a gold pack knight shirt. Someone buy me something like that. Because I don't know where to get it, and I got red right now. There's a good reason for that. If the disease spreads, it could kill many more. I see. Is there any way to get a cure? Should it warn me? There's a good reason for that. If the disease spreads, it could kill many more.
And
Yes.
if the other castes took care of the Raparu, they wouldn't get sick like this. Anyway, there's a cure.
Her filmy eyes
You
shine.
can get nearly anything on Delver's Row. Only trouble is finding it. And paying for it. Unfortunately, the children of the Dawnstars don't have many connections in this part of town.
Right. She turns away, whooping and hacking on her
But I
arm.
bet you could find someone at the tavern who knows where Delver's Row is. Criminal types like to wet their throats after a long day of lying, cheating, and stealing.
Talk yourself with another card fit. I was told you may be able to help me with the food shortage in Gullet. What interest do the children of Dawnstars have in the Gullet?
About the only honest one. The Raparu here are treated like garbage. Even made to eat garbage from that scrap heap opposite the lift.
Yeah, we're selling it. She shakes
Not
her
that
head.
I need to tell you. And Dario and his Principe scum took advantage of the neglect down here to set up the black market on Delver's Row.
Alright, wait. Dario.
He runs most of the criminal mischief that goes on here. Some say he's an old Valian traditionalist. Some say he's a thug with good taste.
She holds her hands out, shifting her open palm with a platform on its
Either way, I steer clear of
like a platform. Yeah, she shivers with her out of fear or illness. She cannot say, go on.
All the while, the gullet gets more crowded as tribes from the other islands come to Nekataka. Some are driven from their homes by pirates, raiders, even trading company thugs.
Rise, darkness.
Others hear stories of the foreign wealth pouring into the city. What they don't realize is most of it flows between the foreigners and the palace.
He makes a circular motion with her finger, I see.
Some days, I think maybe this is why Aethys brought us to Deadfire. So we can do some good.
Nice.
Other days, I'm too damn tired.
Sharks her back, popping her spine. I was told you may be able to help with the food shortage in Gullet.
We tried, but the one away is prize share. Meaning anything we give these people has to go through the palace. Best I can tell, our food went to the Queen's table. Assuming it didn't rot in the storehouse first.
If the Queen sanctioned more shares for the Reparo, would the Dawnstars donate crops again? Would you provide the supplies if the Principe agreed to smuggle them? Okay, let's do the first one first, right? Let's do the official way, because I am Apollon. Okay. Her thin lips worry together, but she nods.
That's a question for Solwyn. I'd ask her myself, but I got my hands full here. She's High Priestess at the Temple of Gone. Tell her Pitney sent you. She'll listen. Probably. Need something?
Nope, farewell. Alright. I want to steal. Must resist. The scroll papers summoned Juana's script are stashed in the shrines. Let's talk to these guys. Please, I must save my breath. It's difficult to speak. That sucks, man. But, potion of elemental defense. Bitter smell of sludge fills the... Ugh. Let's get out of here, quick! Wash your hands! They apparently never got the memo, the COVID memo to mask up. Asking is for chumps! Alright, so I'm supposed to turn right. I remember that. Trudge along the darkened passage, reach an intersection, tunnel branches off to the right. You hear the distant murmur of voices down the darkened path, but see no one. Go right again. Tunnel reaches to the left. The floor around the entrance is splattered with something like thick and dark as tar. It looks like Sveth. Go left. A handful of guards emerge, blocking your way, crossing the arms over their chest. One of them spits a vicious black glob at your feet. He rolls a dark plug beneath his teeth. Better head back, friend. It's invitation only pass. Dario sent me a messenger for me. The guards nod, let you pass. Choppily loud and a mouthful of Sveth. It's a drug. It's supposed to be pretty crazy. At the end of the passage is a stately door crafted of polished mahogany. Through the small slit in the door, you catch flashes of fire-cast shadows, bright textiles, the scent of sandalwood and cinnamon oil come from you as a warm draft. Whatever's beyond the door is likely far more elegant than anything you've seen near the gullet. Let's enter the hideout. Alright. Thug? What's up, dude? You never saw us here. Say so. Alright, yeah, I can't take anything here. I mean, that makes sense, but... Sorcerer Dario the Lean, Healer, Bruiser. Alright, we're gonna, save it. Alright. A thin, long-limbed man holds a handkerchief in one hand and a threaded needle in the other. As you approach, he sets the handiwork aside and you see an elaborate golden work pattern embroidered around the edge, the same pattern that adorns the brilliant tunic. You also notice a strange bulk beneath the thin fabrics of his trouser legs that runs from hip to ankle.
The hero of the Riparu visits me at last. You must forgive the cryptic introduction, but I prefer to remain among the comforts of home.
He leans forward with a squeak of leather, rattle of metal. You see something protruding above his boot, the bottom of the leg brace.
Well, ain't you sitting fat and happy in your home while just outside people are starving?
Oh my god.
He may look like a prince, but he smells like a pirate.
I'm hoping you're not saying that loud. Shit.
Better to be a prince here than a slave out there.
Glad he's that type and not just like, fuck you guys. He dips his head into a mock bow, then he turns back to you.
These are modest luxuries compared to those at the estate of your friends in Queensbirth.
His mouth twitches into a smile.
But had I only known there was a watcher in my midst, I would have extended the invitation sooner.
Why'd you invite me here? Thank you for the courtesy all the same. Wait, if I had known you had such a fancy place, I would have invited myself. You better start telling me what this is about fast. I'll just wait.
A stonefish with ears. Yes, you are every bit as taciturn as they say.
Taciturn! Okay. New word. Taciturn. Gotta look this up. Taciturn. A person reserved or uncommunicative in speech, saying little. There we go.
I am thinking we could be grand friends, you and I.
Right.
You cannot have too many friends in Nekataka.
Darrow bares his teeth, even teeth in a smile.
I'll be real honest, Watcher. I don't think this guy's gonna be a very kind friend to us.
And I need only a favor. An insignificant thing for a Watcher like you.
Oh god.
There is an artifact called the Cornet of Waves, which is currently in the possession of a Juana named Takano. I would like you to liberate it for me.
He flutters his slender hands in a way that resembles a bird taking flight. Go on. Why do you need a watcher? Most people you're standing like to handle their acquisitions themselves, streetwise.
Alas, none of my people are watchers, and you will see things they cannot. Sure. Takano is a man of many vanities, as your special gifts will no doubt reveal. His villa is on the eastern edge of Serpent's Crown, just downwind of the palace.
Pauses time to his fingers.
The opportunist I first hired was too bold and found herself ejected from the district. With your genteel manners and unique talents, I am hoping you can avoid such complications and persuade Takano.
That last bit was because I have diplomacy skills, so if you have 2 or more.
After all, it would be best to avoid drawing the ire of our Mataru hosts. When you have the cornet, bring it to me. I will pay you well for it, and you will find my favor useful in this part of the city.
Alright, first off, what is a cornet?
It is an old Juana artifact. A musical instrument of sorts.
Interesting. One hand plays with elaborate decoration as the...
Ages ago, it was part of a pair. But its companion, the Cornet of Depths, was lost when the old city sank. Both are said to carry the voice of Andra herself. I do not believe in such superstition, of course.
I see. What do you want with it?
I have told you all you need to know of the cornet. Now, I suggest you focus your sharp mind on retrieving it.
I need to ask this question on another matter.
What do you require?
I need to speak with Madman Morena.
Patience? First, you must bring me the Cornet of Waves.
What happened to your leg?
A storm, a rash decision, and an accident at sea. One that took my sailing days, but not my skill with a needle.
Smiles crippled.
Life in the Deadfire is unpredictable. Sometimes it takes you in its jaws, only to spit you out onto some new shore.
What? Sorry, the Prince of Peace seems to divide. What side are you on?
Why must we speak of sides? Like squabbling merchants from the republics.
He makes a face as if he's just smelled something awful.
Once, there were no sides. Only Principi, a people united by common interest and culture. But as our fame has grown, so have our numbers. Many of these new bloods have no sense of restraint, and little regard for our heritage.
Long figure, strained and shiny silhouettes.
He ain't blowing ballast, Cap. Don't mean there's a course to be charted back to the golden days, though.
Besides, Seraph shrugs. Listen, if they cling too tightly to old ways, you die with them. This is the view of Seraph Islam because of their traditions.
But we need them still. The new bloods are Principi too now. And many are inventive in ways the old guard is not.
Let's try this again.
Life in the Deadfire is unpredictable.
Alright, there we go.
So you're saying you're literally a pirate of the mind? You sail in and steal people's thoughts?
Behold, lass, I'm the original psychic piratical.
Not hardly. Even I've heard about Malnage. She's a cipher like you, ain't she? Only older.
Ugh, had to dredge up my cruel rival. You should know her arsehole itches when mention being made of her.
What a nasty hex.
That's funny.
Tell me you weren't the one that put it on her. I hope that doesn't make her itch. Hell, or that. Now I'm just making...
Alright, go to the gullet, explore the narrows. You leave the prudence of Darrow's hideout behind you and return to the dank, drafty floor around you, stained with dark clouds that climb the alley curves your way to the right. Go right. Alright, this is the passage that I first turned right into. So we're gonna turn right again. On the left is an abandoned merchant stall displaying cheap jewelry. The path continues ahead. Inspect the merchant stall. This is streetwise and perception. Success. Which it is sorry. Well, the curtains. Where are we? Laid out is various trinkets made with junk. Necklaces strung with fish bones, shoe bottles, and brackets made with shards of broken glass. But the curtain sways and flaps as it's stirred by a draft. Switch aside and discover a secret passageway. On the left is an abandoned merchant stall displaying cheap jewelry. The path continues ahead. Go through the curtain behind the merchant stall. You check the tunnel one more time to make sure no one is watching, then you slip behind the curtain and into another passageway. You're walking along with several hooded figures materialize out of the darkness. Not so fast. You got paid a toll if you want to visit Delver's Row. Good folk. Open markets are vital to the health account. Would you turn away a paying customer? Diplomacy. Yeah. They look at each other and shrug. Alright, lie. Last time I came through, there's a man with a scar. I paid him. They shrug, stand aside. That worked. You continue on, and rough stone changes to smooth cobbles on your feet. Wan lamplight shivers ahead, yellow tremendous as fear itself. Wait, yellow and tremulous. Before you is a narrow cavern with swish with shadows, echoes with music of coin. Enter Delver's Row. So we found Delver's Row. How to find Delver's Row? There we go. Find the drowner's lung medicine. Northern woman stands over. There we go. An Orland woman stands over a table laden with herbs and spices. She mixes them without looking at her work, pausing now and then to raise a sprig or veil to her nose. You realize she is blind.
It's the smell of cardamom that drew you, no? Or perhaps the sting of fresh pepper. Or maybe you seek something with a stronger bite.
She opens her ears, but her cloudy eyes did not find you. I'm looking for medicine to cure dryness lung.
Food, of course, and supplies for the road. Though most here come to me for poisons and venoms.
Looking for medicine to cure dryness lung.
Then you'd best ask elsewhere.
Please close and lungs.
But careful.
If the Mataru overseer hears there's a sickness, might be he has more questions for you.
But how... Why would you be saying that quietly when you're so far away from the Mataru? Like, this is hidden.
I have plenty. Though, if you're buying poison and ailment, mind you store them separate.
Delver's Stew. Max health. Should morale. It's only 7 though, so that's somewhat good, right? Alright, I want to go in my stash. I want to sell all this shit because, as far as I know, it's not going to do anything. And these basic ones, Fine Saber, I'm going to sell that. I'm going to keep that just in case. That as well. There we go. Alright, I think we're fine. Cutthroat pirate. Excuse me, no one, just Valiant. Splendid, I could not make go. Street merchant.
Looking for something to sharpen the senses, to help you leave your sorrows behind.
Let's see what we have. Some more stuff. Okay. I'm good. Several paintings look identical down to the signature copied in the corners. Nice. Let's over here first. Immunani? This grizzled old Alma woman looks like she's been left in the sun to dry. Her skin is so worn and weathered, it's hard to tell her wrinkles from her ears. From her scars.
You need a blade or a bludgeon or some sturdy armor. Umani has what you seek.
The old woman gives you a grin that multiplies the wrinkles in her face. I'm looking for medicine to cure dryness.
Then you blunt your teeth talking to me.
Damn it.
Go and see Ernesto. His shop is just across the way.
What's your door across the tunnel?
Old Umani's stock is tested in the hands and throats of the fiercest sorts in the gullet. Never will you find a better selection.
Alright. Under Undying Burden. Dig deep. +1 athletics. Grant second wind. That already is really good. Income weapon damage is reduced as health is lost, but it's 9,000. I don't have enough for that. Raku's fractured cask. Grants immortal will. This is cool. One thing I should probably do is start reading the descriptions of these.
Something approaches.
Yes. Crystal eating spiderling, Spider-Man, cloaked elf. Yes. Oh, it's this.
What is this kith creature?
Alma creature is actually what it's supposed to say, but the Verrak cocks his head and focuses his many eyes on you. Strange companions also stare at you with unnatural intensity.
Ugh, it's making my skin crawl.
What secrets does it bring?
The ogre says. You feel a gentle scratch in your head. Another voice speaks directly into your mind.
Let us see. Let us see.
The Vitherrat clicks its claws together.
Keep your other eye open, Cap.
Yeah.
Thought probing ain't much to worry over, but I'll be a two-headed ogre if that's the only trick up them silk sleeves.
Separate description. Yeah. Meanwhile, the Vitherrat scrambles and slithers deeper into your mind. What secrets do you want? Let's talk instead. Why don't you ask me what you want to know? Diplomacy. Don't want you in my head is another one. Go ahead, I've got another diet, is honest. Do nothing. What secrets do you want? Let's talk instead.
The language of tongues is a dull, tedious thing.
It snaps its mandibles together.
Why ask when you can see for yourself?
Reverok reaches further in your mind, plucking and picking at your memories.
A watcher. The deerwood. The warm seas of the dead fire.
Wait.
A death. A life. A wide sea. Stirred by storms and pirates and...
Earthos' giant glowing head surfaces in your mind.
Ah, a wonderful secret.
You hear the Vitherite click and rub its mandibles together. It reminds you of a glutton licking its lips.
I don't trust this creature.
Yeah, no doubt.
At all.
His eyes a bit erect and looks towards the exit. Creature probing sight traces question in your mind. The strange companions stand perfectly still, waiting. What are you doing in the gullet? Will you tell me your secret? I need supplies. What are you doing in the gullet? We dig. There are many mines here.
There are many mines here with many secrets. Many depths with even more.
A city under a city.
Another in the ruins.
City within a city, another in the ruins.
It teems with young secrets, rivalries and betrayals. We seek the older secrets, buried deeper and carved on weathered stone. Your friends, the broken down creatures of this place, they know the old secrets. They know, but they do not tell me.
Will you tell me as secrets?
Yes. You have been generous with us.
Oh, we're not slowly. Oh, they're all...
There is a place below the slums. Old, cold, and abandoned. Where the city swallows those it wishes forgotten. But this place was once part of the city. So was its temple. A site holy to the goddess of distant, forgotten things.
Ironic right there. I need supplies. Spindleman's Grimoire. It's only 1,000. Temporal Cocoon. Seems like you basically are just binding them. Yeah. Full of Ardra. Something sewn. Futility, action, speed, damage to attacker for 15 seconds when wearing hit. Mortification bindings. What does that mean? Max mortification. Some monk abilities require consume mortification on use outside combat. Monk's mortification is restored ready to use. Okay. Xenia's Dragon Scale Grimoire. A lot of fire in this one. That's pretty cool. I think I want that, but it's only about 14,000. Okay. Far from being able to do that. Witch Mask Gaze ability activate when Merv becomes bloodied. Grants Rhino's repulsive visage. Grants terror. All illusion power levels. Ring of regeneration. Nice. Well, I am not sure about that. I feel like I probably should buy this and go with it. Dang it. Where did the... Weird that's not an armor. Alright, so, I guess that's it. Pretty sure that was it.
Delver's Row has plenty to offer, but it's that way.
He extends a well-manicured finger to point over your shoulder. The other hand rests on the hilt of his weapon. What are you guarding? How do I get permission to pass?
That's up to Dario.
He drums his long nails against his hip. What are you guarding?
You think I'm standing here so I can tell you about it? Come on, go.
He flicks his fingers and his shoeing motion, his nails shine in torchlight. 4. Alright. Call it Brazier. Something like that.
You are looking for something, Aimiko? Perhaps I have it. Ernezza has not seen you before. You must be new. New or very good at disguises.
The man chuckles. He peers at you through half-moon spectacles. His face is hidden behind a thick but well-groomed beard, and his eyes constantly dart between you and Dora.
Ah, but you are the one the Roparos speak of. They are most fond of you, but not so discreet. But how did you hear about this place? Wait, no. Do not tell me. Sometimes it is better not to know. There is something I can get for you, yes? Tell me quietly.
I need medicine drawn his lung. What do you know about Spindleman?
Merla is a dangerous pest.
He crosses his arms.
When it dug its lair, it did not even ask permission of their... of the boss.
Good way to be getting slit-stemmed astern, that.
Is that all, boss? You mean Darrow?
If I do, I surely did not say such a thing.
He runs his hands nervously over his beard.
But this spindle man, they say it is a mind reader.
Is that all? He shakes his head.
They say it is a mind reader. We in Delves Row are simple folk, quiet folk. It does not do to have a mind reader nosing among us. You understand me, yes?
He bounds his head towards you, yeah. Alright, so I need medicine for Drowners.
I hope you are not ill. But never mind. If the Mataru come asking, I will not tell.
He winks and taps his lower lip, looking back.
But Drowner's lung is very serious. Very deadly.
Chuckles and shakes his
The
head.
cure is not cheap. But how can one put a price on good health?
He grins marvelously and waggles 8 fingers on the countertop for you.
On the other hand, you are a gold-packed knight, no? Maybe you do something for me, and we consider the medicine your payment.
He raises his eyebrow, hopefully. I'll buy the Drowner's Lamp. Tell me.
There is a certain merchant here who needs to not be here.
He drags his finger across his throat. I'm no murderer. Go on.
This merchant runs a shop at the end of the street. People know it as the Spindle Man. If you get rid of it, then I will give you the medicine.
Alright.
Of
let's see what
course.
you got in your supplies. You got cures, armor for 30,000. We got a thing for 10,000. Man, I need to.
Come on, let's get a drink of firmness.
It's early. We'll go when it's dark.
Fine. I don't know how you tell down here.
Right? Alright, what
You
does
need
she
a
have to say?
blade.
Nothing. Okay. Let's talk to this merchant.
Looking for something to sharpen the senses?
No. Okay. Alright, figure in the shadow leaps at you, Bros, pursing his lips together in a crooked
Think
line.
you made a wrong turn, Bilger.
Oh, what?
You don't belong in the row.
The name is Osric.
I know who you are. I make it my bag to keep my eyes on the new fish that end up in the gullet. You're the type of scab that bores me. Feel free to piss off.
I'm looking for a cure to drown his
Keep
lung.
your rotten ass away from me, Lunger.
Takes a
You
step
want
back.
to talk to a Valian that goes by her Nipso. He runs a shop down the street, here in the row. Don't tell him I sent you. And don't say I never did you any favours.
Already on it.
Alley narrows in a dead end. I like how he's just like, you can't come here. But, you know, if you want to talk, talk. Alright, let's see if she's got something to say about the Spindler.
It's the smell of cardamom.
Alright. I gotta get a Spindler away, but hold on, did I get any new quests down here? Kill Merrill. No. Food for thought. Establish source of food for the gullet. Yeah. So I'm supposed to talk to the prince, right? Lantern are gone. No, it's wrong with Pakuna and Chikoa. Harsh medicine. Elder Rose busting his shots. Right. Spindle Man. Spindle Man! Prince of P. Yeah. Alright, well, I guess I can, What if I explore first? Let's do that. Let's, explore for a bit. Do that. I'm gonna go to the old city and see if that brings up any new discussions with the Spindler Man. Explore the Narrows, go to the Gullet, go to Darrow's hideout, turn left. Turn opens to the right. Rat squeak away. Let's turn left forward, I mean. Make your way forward. Feeling the walls guide you into the darkness. Your hands become kind of slimy. You feel something foul further down that stretch of loose bowels and metallic tangled blood. At the end of the tunnel, you find body slumped against the wall. Stabbed wound runs the corpse clothes and vest and arms and knees twisting on unnatural angles. Search the body. Failure, no! Read the note. Ulag, there's a new shipment for your poor friends waiting near the lift in Delver's Row. Come get the food for the cake stinks rot. Your mad Captain Morena. P.S. Give the old man my regards. Put an extra cookie in there just for him. P.P.S. Don't say I'd never done anything nice. Gain the item. Deadman's note. Items put in your stash. Turn around. Let's go left this time. I didn't do that right. Turn left. Turn right. Retrace your steps to the exit. Alright. Now I'm gonna go and make my way to the... Oh shit! Damn it. Ugh. Sorry, y'all. Alright. Go to the gully. There we go! Not really. Still not it. There we go. Alright.
I'm not so sure I believe you. What am I thinking right now? No, wait. Now.
It don't work that way, lass. I pick up on feelings. See fragments of memories sometimes. Impressions. And mostly when folks are upset or a bit of nerve, unless I'm trying to intrude. And I generally try not to intrude.
Anyways. So you two intruded on me the moment we met. You intruded on me the moment we met. I'll just say nothing.
Oh, well, you could take a gander if you wanted. I mean, not all the time.
As you wish, lass.
He looks up at Shoti with an uncommon, serious impression. His eyes seem to drill into her, then suddenly he jerks his head away and blinks like eyes were burning.
So which is it? Light or dark? What do you see?
Neither, lass. Bounced off you like a bullet off an ironclad.
Shrugs him off away, Seraphim and watches his hands rubbing the anything I should know about?
Mayhaps. Let me be ruminating on it for a tick, Cap.
Alright. Now, we're gonna go back to the old city. Or else you can do crafting. Because I keep on saying I'm gonna do it. And I constantly am not doing it. Makes you wonder if I'm gonna do it. Alright, here we go. Rickety cage, metal. Wow. Metal cage. Swings over the abyss. Your clothes spill with the foul wind from below. Faint screams and roar echoes from the depths. Then you can hear screams down there? So you can make no details from distance. Go down. You step into the bouncing cage, the door slams shut, and your descent begins with a rattle of chains. As your eyes adjust to the gloom, you begin to make out crumbling runes and shadows flickering between them. The cage comes to rest with a groan. This reminds me of my, the horror game, Stasis Bone Totem. You keep on going down, down, down further. And you got a bunch of dead body parts. Didn't see this coming in this game. Shit. Alright, let's do some crafting. Now seems like a good time as up. Explosives. Blister bomb. Bombs. Penetration. Silent. Quick. Does corrode damage. Fragile orb. Containing corrode damage. Okay, implosion. 5 to 10, so that's a lot better than this. Nope, actually this one's better. So I'll craft one of those. Explosion charge. Yeah. There we go. Food. Crew morale +7 minus damage taken. Oh, that's really good. Glazed chaps. Might healing received. Alright. Do 1 glazed chaps. Forgetful Nights. I think. Yeah, we'll just do 1. Alright, there we go. Let's walk all over these bodies, I guess. I'm just kidding. That's way more morbid than it usually is. Oh, okay, so I'm on this side. So let's start going down. Let's go away from the nasty bodies. Damn it, there you are. Everywhere. Pearl stuff. Something like that. Oh wait, what was it? The bones are warm to the touch. That's definitely not a good sign. Oh, there's some shit down here. Essence battery?
Watch it, lost.
Don't know how I was supposed to take care of that without... Good. Okay.
You can't win. Better try something else. There's a trouble.
We got trouble.
Fuck. What just happened? Alright.
So help me God, I'll whoop the next one of you who takes aim at me.
I shall deal with this one.
I'll be seeing you soon.
Of course.
Ah! What's this guy doing? Bro, do your thing.
How do you like that?
You better run. You can't win.
Alright, I'm gonna go over here and attack.
When you are. Just say the word. And do.
Yeah. Lava beyond cannon blast.
Oh, I didn't see the face before. Cool, all healed up. I still don't know what these things are. Very damaged.
So help me God, I'll whoop the next one of you who takes aim at me.
Very helpful.
Me too.
Leave it to me.
You can't win. Already.
Captain. Know what for, do I? Me too.
Just say the word.
How may I help? How may I help?
Alright, it's like not doing any damage. Come on, 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 come on.
Aye, indeed.
I don't. Isran Ho, hey.
Wait! I'm not looking for trouble. Not
No,
more.
survivor.
And I've not got a weapon on you. See?
He raises his hands to show it.
It's just, you're the first body I've bumped into in days. That's actually breathing.
There we go.
Could it be you're delving for forgotten treasures? Same as me?
Oh! His boots are slick with grime, his clothes are filthy and rumpled with several days of wear. His neck and hands are smeared in places with mud. A pack rests at his heels, empty enough to have flopped into itself. It's likely carries no more than his dwindling supplies. No offense, but we're not looking or smelling so good. You're not looking so... I'm gonna say the first one. He licks his cracked lips, flashing crooked
I'm
fringe.
loath to admit it, but look, I'm too desperate not to. I've found not a single trinket and no end to this pit since I first crawled down. I thought to follow the rivers out, but the caves are crawling with grubs.
How did you even get down here? Didn't you think it might be dangerous? What was your escape plan when you first ventured into
I
the pit?
scaled down from the cliffs.
Whoa!
But midway, the rocks turned slick.
He scratches a patch of dry muck on the side of his neck, so there's no climbing back. What else then?
Best bet's the rivers at the base of the pit. They flow beneath the outcrops, so they must dump into the sea. The trouble's been reaching the base. The western caves wind downward, but they're riddled, infested. Walking them's not been safe.
How long have you been wandering
I
down here?
packed provisions enough for 2 weeks. Started rationing when things looked grim. After the first odd days,
His eyes rip toe of his foot as he scuffs against the
Andra's lure seems hardly worth it now. Suppose I fell for the bait, though, didn't I?
Yeah.
Fabled temple full of treasures, my ass.
If I clear a path, I'll let you know.
Right. I'll wait here, and you'll return for me, won't you?
Nods and answers. Yeah. Deep, right. It's like I wouldn't let that opportunity go. What's interesting is I made myself gold. That ability, right? still don't know what I'm supposed to do with that thing. Resolve. Curse of the Nightmare. Rating. Resolve. Percentage damage. That's not good. What the hell are these? Cave grubs? And...
This is futile.
Whoa.
I shall deal with this one.
Oh, we're a boy. Watch it.
Ready when you are.
Dude. Heal. Heal. What is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
The enemy's over that. This is futile.
A little bit of brain grab.
Time to separate the chaff.
Nasty monsters. Yeah, this is a larva. Ugh. Larva inside these things.
All right.
A lot of them, apparently. Larva inside a larva. Old city ruins. I feel like I should, grub burrow. Okay, or not.
Me too, man.
Already on it.
Bones are warm to the touch. So we got bones warm to the touch in these different locations. But we got this thing, which is you hear a faint melody near the statue. Huh. Alright, we're gonna... I'm not having trouble with that. It's interesting. Alright,
Yeah.
now, you.
Not a problem. Consider it.
There we go. Cracked stone face rises from the pool. Lichen clogs the hollows under its brows and nostrils. A pale glow plays along the undersides of its cheek. Inspect the pool. As murky as it is, it's difficult to tell how deep it goes. You can barely see the statue's submerged shoulders. The rest is shrouded in darkness, yet a smudge of light shines from the gloom. And you hear a faint musical sound from the depths. The melody ebbs and flows and rises and recedes. Interesting. Dab toward the light? I wouldn't do that. Alright, let's do it. Failure! Oh god! You leap into the pool and swim down. Your water is surprisingly warm with an oily texture and vacuous flavor. Yet as you paddle deeper, the water grows colder. The light in the depths becomes brighter and sharper. And strange melody murmurs through the water. As a mysterious source grows closer, muck claws your eyes, and a strong current pushes you back. Success, good. Despite the effort, you fight through the current sustained by deep breathing and strong lungs. Woo! Constitution, continue towards the light. You reach towards the source of the light and music, glowing conch on the statue's open hand. The music flows from it, as rich and deep as baritone. No! You hover above it, your lungs scream for air. Take the conch and swim back up. What happens if I do that? At first, the conch is stuck in place. With a little effort, you pry it from the statue's palm. It comes free with a pop, and radiance and music fades. You push off from the statue and swim despite the pain swelling your chest. You kick towards the dim glow of the surface. Results, you gained the item. Okay. Crawl out of the pool, heaving pain breaths after staying under too long. Orc was injured. You hear rattling. Bones by the pool grind and snap together. Several stones rise from the mud. What do I got here? Accuracy, all defenses, minus 15 health. Oh shit, yeah. I'm smart. Oh shit, alright, get the fuck out of here. This is what I want you to do. Skeleton warrior. I'm gonna go with the skeleton warrior right there. Alright, now I want you to
Here's something special.
My thing is, why isn't he just, you know, like... hand motor. Actually, just use those two.
Darkness. Close and the light. Wait.
Oops, oops, no, never mind that. Please, don't do anything different. Hooray! Alright, what should we do? Switches location of the caster and one ally, leaving a shockwave between them and the stuns the enemies. And then you shocks the target virtual receptors, assails the target across the reality, causing shaking confusion. I doubt it's going to work. But we can do this with this warrior. Alright, yeah.
Just say the word.
What the hell is this guy doing?
That's how it's done. Just say the take this.
Alright, whoop. Skeleton Warriors here.
You're with your sealness. How do you like that?
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Come on, dude. There we go.
I'm not sure I can.
Uses your shield to attempt to block incoming weapon attacks, completely resistant attackers, so that's what the cost of recovery time.
Just say the word.
I'll use that from now on. Nice. Alright, what the hell did I actually get though?
Can do.
Skeleton Wizard's Grimoire. Nice. Okay, nothing there. Saves the team. Alright. We got Skeleton Wizard's Grimoire, so we got both Cold, Spirit Shield. We got some Corrosive, we got Lightning. Seems actually like a pretty split Killing Bolt. Not a bad Grimoire, if you ask me. But the reason why I brought this out was I want to look at fine leather, fine breastplate. Alright. Yeah, so Bloody Lynx is way better, which is what I have on right now. What is this guy in? Light armor. I mean, I think that she should be light armor. Light armor and exceptional recovery time and reflex. Yeah, so that's... I think I still have the best one there. You... medium armor doesn't really make sense. But, anyways. Fine armor. It's basically the same, right? Fine leather versus fine hide. So, yeah, it's fine. We can sell those. The other thing I wanted to do was look at the quest item. I think it was a quest item. Deadman's Note. It's not that one. Ingredients, no. There we go. Cornet of the Depths. Conch is inscribed with a wave and crescent symbol on Roto's been. Nice. You can hear faint sounds of a woman singing and waves crashing. Nice. Alright.
Tread cautiously.
Ghouls! Oh shit. Yeah, both all you guys need to just face this. I got ha!
That's it.
Nice.
How may I help? Not exactly my area of expertise.
Happy to oblige. Let's reap this whirlwind.
Nice. Alright, before anything happened. Maybe I'm so used to playing against Nurglings and Warhammer and Warhammer 40,000, but that thought I was gonna get problems. Damn it, I did get problems. I got sickened.
Yeah.
No longer sickened, that's good. Sickened again.
Need a hand?
What is this? Mouth char?
I'm on it.
Why don't you just turn it back? Oh, you need to pick lockpicks. Fresh footprints stir the mud. Oh shit, what the hell is this? Scaldrak Screecher and Scaldrak? Oh fuck. Alright. Go there. You are Shote. You shall shoot sharp arrows. Okay, no, you need to go that way. I'm gonna tell you to that, and then you also focus on that. You missed. Damn it, Allah. Shares a generous portion of caster's divine strength, restoring significant amount of health to all eyes in the area of effect. Alright, up. Nope. There's one over here. Oh, now I can attack it? Yeah.
I don't be supposing we could blow it up.
Locked.
Can do.
Wait, I can go down the stairs? I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to do that. No, I attack. No.
Yeah.
Well, what if I do this? Or I...
I shall.
I go like this. No, it doesn't work. And I go like this. Nope.
How may I help?
I don't know why it wouldn't work. Oh, what the hell is that? I don't remember seeing that. Interesting. So now I got something here. Your body has been savaged by many claws and fangs. A cloud of essence hangs over it. You recognize it as belonging to Tyro, the man you saw lowered into the gullet earlier. His soul pulses with urgency. Read his soul. Prepare yourself for the now familiar jolt and feel yourself pulled into one of his memories. You're being dragged towards the cage, but you're not looking at it or the darkness below. Soon there's nothing else for you. Overseer Hitinga is holding the marked coin, the silhouette, and glaring at you. You already tried to explain yourself, but it's no use. He knows where you got it. He tucks it into his pocket. Instead, you look at Bia, furious and heartbroken where she stands behind the guards. There's something you need to tell her, but she's so far, proceeding further by the second. Recall what you needed to tell her. You stand in front of the man. His dark, wizened face reminds you of old leather, but a delicate work of embroidery rests in his lap. He holds out a purse with long, fine fingers. Take it. It's heavy. It's probably more money than you've earned in your entire life. You try not to let this show in your face. You know what to do. The crime lord nods to you. Yes, Dario. He wants you to pay off one of his associates. Bring contraband from the Otter Mill. You've done this before, but never with so much money in hand. You realize he's still talking. My people are particular about security, and show them the silhouettes. They will let you pass. You pat your pocket with the marked coin. Yes, it's still there. You leave the lair of Dario the Lean and zip through the narrows, past the swift, swelling, chewing guards, left at the four-way intersection, left again to the gullet. Your hands are shaking, and you remember the rumor Bia told you about, a merchant captain at the tap. The money is heavy in your hands. It's a risk, but you realize you already decided to take it. You approach the tavern with the heart in your mouth, realizing that you can't just walk in there holding Dario's purse. You need to hide it. Fortunately, the rubble around you offers plenty of hiding places. When no one is looking, you clear some of the stones out of one corner and hide the purse beneath it. There. You'll come back for it once you have made your deal with the rotted Tarning. You're almost starting to feel better about it, too. As Barrow walks into the tavern, the memory fades, and you find yourself once more looking at his corpse.
Come along now. I'll guide you through the wheel.
Shochi's lantern clicks softly as she drags it through the cluster essence, harvesting the lost soul. Cool. Fly out from there. There we go. Alright, let's figure out what's going on with the staircase. Staircase icon says that it's going up, but the staircase is actually showing it going down. I'm gonna probably have to heal soon. Oh, I already died? Fatigue. Oh, never mind. Alright. As you find stairs carved into the cliff, they're disconcertingly narrow, in some places broken in others, but they appear to lead way to the bottom. Inspect the path. From here, the way down looks stable enough. However, you see a gap halfway down the cliff. You find stairs carved into the cliff. They're discerningly narrow, in some places broken in others, but they appear to lead to the way to the bottom. Climb down the steps. Alright. Halfway down, you reach the spot where the stairs have crumbled and only a narrow ridge remains. And you consider the path before you. Attempt to cross the crumbled bridge. It's right here. Partial success. Your ridge is surprisingly slick with mud. It's hard to maintain your balance, and effort quickly becomes tiring. Work is injured again. Damn it. Continue down the stairway until you reach the muddy ground below. Not having any luck with this. Yeah, I got 2, so let's rest up. Alright. Moral resistance to constitutive effects. There we go, let's try that one. Minus dexterity. Action speed, that's fine. Minus damage taken. +1 intellect. Actually, let's do that one. Never mind. Plus that. Because the starfish is pretty good. Alright. Yeah, let's just... Oops. Sorry, go back. Rest. Alright. Woo! Big map. Alright, I'm gonna take a break. See you guys in the next episode.